Back to my portfolio. This time I'm not going to go into my record, I'm going to go into assessment. And under assessment, the very first thing I need to do is to go into view all profiles, and I am going to select the area where my profile is located. If you don't know, you're welcome to look at as many profiles as you'd like. But I know that the profile I'm looking at here, the sample I'm going to use is the Employability Level 1 profile. I am going to click on Employability Profiles, select Profiles, and then I'm going to select the number, in this case is 2431. It shows me all of the competencies, and I am going to acquire this profile. And when I acquire this profile, it will send this to my profiles, which is where we're going to go next. Back to assessment. This time I don't need to look at all profiles, though if I wanted another one I could get it. I am going to go into my profiles, which is where this Employability Level 1 is, and I'm going to click on the number 2431. I will now go into the very first competency, which has the number 53705. All that means is this is the 53,705th competency on the system. It's the first one that I need to deal with, so you can ignore the number. It doesn't really mean anything to you. It's more of an administrative thing than anything else. So the first competency is define employability. Well, what does that mean? If I look at the details, this says I need to list the 5 general areas of employability, describe the importance of employability skills, define competence. If I can answer those questions, then I know what it is, what employability is. So this basically would be exam questions. Now what do I need to do? If I look at the tasks, I need to complete a self-assessment, which is what I'm doing right now. And I need to identify one occupation that I may be interested in and read the competency profile for this occupation. If I can do those things and if I know the theory, I'm ready to be evaluated, I'm ready to be validated on this competency because I'm very confident that I can do it. What I will do now is I will go and do my self-assessment. So on this competency, on the theory and the tasks, how good am I? Can I do the task by myself? Do I need help with the theory components but I can do the tasks? Do I need help with the tasks but I can do the theory components? Do I need help with both or learning? I've never done it before. So I'm going to say that I can work independently. Now, when was the last time that I used this competency? I just used it recently, so I'm going to say 0 to 6 months. Now, how much experience do I have with this competency? And this is in my entire life, not just where I'm at right now or where I'm working right now, but my entire life. How much experience do I have with dealing with employability? Well, I've been doing this for a long time, so I'm going to say more than 4 years. I now need to save this information. And to save it, I can either go, into process self-assessment, or I could go into next. Process means it'll save it and it'll stay where it is. Next means it'll save it and go to the next competency, which is what I'll do. The next competency, follow instructions. Again, I need to be able to identify when I do not understand instructions, and I need to ask for clarification when instructions are not clear. I need to follow instructions accurately. Again, I will go in to the self-assessment and complete the self-assessment. If I'd like more information on this, I'm going to click here to open resources. And when I click here to open resources, then what happens is I've got various websites, and I've got videos, and I've got legal things, and I've got books that I can take a look at and help me to learn this particular information. When I think I'm ready, then I'm going to click on the next resource, which is click here to open Validation Prep resource window. That will give me hints in terms of how to study for the validation, how to study for the examination. We want to make sure that we pass. So if I do the things that it says here when I click on this particular option, then I have an excellent chance of passing this particular competency, of being validated on this particular competency. So learning resources, and then how to prepare for the evaluation. This is all part of the competency. When I'm finished, I'm going to go assessment and submit for validation, which is now going to move my information to my validator, which says I'm ready to be tested on some competencies. The system will take those competencies which you are confident in, and it will send those to your validator. We need to click twice, submit for all competencies, and now it's going to come back saying I have submitted one competency to my validator, and now we're ready for validation.